allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go America!
Great job. Great job. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. We have an assembly of celebration, and this is the first thing that I want to celebrate is something that we started yesterday and last night. How about that swimming pool? How about that Mt.Edgecumbe swimming pool? Now, I want you to know that our superintendent, our director of instruction, Ms. Manaz, made that happen for you. Give her a big hand. She didn't take no for an answer. She didn't take no for an answer. We want to open the pool at this time. No, you can't do it. This has to happen first. She made it happen. She never gave up, just like we want you to never give up. Don't take no for an answer. Work and get what you want. Again, thank you, Ms. Manas. Thank you very much. The plan for the day is this. The weather is not going to cooperate with us today, so we are not going to go to HPR Rec today. We will not go to HPR Rec today. We will stay on campus. We are going to have lunch in the cafeteria. It will be barbecue, but it will be up in the cafeteria as usual. That will be from 12 to 1. We'll finish and we'll go up there from 12 to 1, and then we're going to have activities for you around and about the school. The teachers were submitting some ideas to Ms. Clayton, and she'll have that list to me before this assembly is over, and you'll have a pretty good idea. But this is what we want. We want you to participate. We want you to have a great opportunity to socialize with people that you're not going to see a week from tomorrow. A week from today, they're not going to be here. This group's not going to be here. So take advantage of that opportunity. Good socialization and fun, okay? At this time, Mr. Courtwright and the choir, are you ready, sir?
Good morning. So as the choir is getting up on stage here, I'm going to kill a couple of moments. What we're going to do for you here is we're going to perform two songs of the four that we took to Music Fest. These are two of the ones that this group loved a lot, or to be honest, they loved one of them a lot. We're going to just roll through these for you. The first song we're going to do is a Russian folk song that may have a recognizable melody to many of you. And the second song we're going to do is based on an ancient Hebrew text. Enjoy.
have a special guest with us today. I'd like to introduce to you Captain Walter Hotch Hill. Captain Walter Hotch Hill is Mt.Edgecumbe family. He graduated 20 years ago today. Go Braves!
Thank you, Mr. Dooley. Yes, so my name is Walter Hotch Hill. I'm a captain with the Alaska Army National Guard and the operations officer for 1st 297th Infantry Battalion, Alaska Scouts. Thank you. So a little bit about myself. I joined the National Guard in 2002 here in Alaska to help me pay for college. And then I was just going to do it part-time, and now I'm doing it full-time. I commissioned in 2006 as an officer, and in 2007 I deployed in Operation Iraqi Freedom to Balad, Iraq for 7 months as a platoon leader. I came back and continued to grow and develop and get promoted to the National Guard to the point now where I'm, like I said, the S3 operations officer for a battalion, and this time next year I'll be in Afghanistan supporting Operation Freedom Sentinel. So as he said, 20 years ago today, good times. 20 years ago today, I graduated from Mt.Edgecumbe High School. I spent 4 years here, freshman through senior, and graduated from Mt.Edgecumbe High School. And I look back at my time here with a lot of great memories I've had here and a lot of great experiences. And I just want to briefly take a few minutes of your time and tell you how I feel my time here at Edgecumbe has set myself up for success and will set you guys up for success as well. So the 3 things I want to touch on is advantages, opportunities, and goals. Mt.Edgecumbe sets you up with a lot of advantages. First and foremost, that is the education you get here. You have a great faculty and staff and teachers that strive for excellence and look to continue to improve you, and you take that advantage and do well, and it will set you up for success. You also have some advantages by living in the dorms already. If you're looking to go out to college and spend time off living in the dorms there, you've already had that experience. You've already been away from home. You have to do laundry. You have some of that self-drive to take care of yourself is something that other high school students do not have, that advantage. With these advantages, you have to make opportunities. Take those advantages and turn them into opportunities by doing well here, finishing high school, getting your high school diploma, and not getting in trouble. And that will open so many doors to you. And make sure every door that's open, you at least check it and see if it's an opportunity for you, and don't close that door so you can come back to it if you need to. And lastly, have goals. I had a goal to get my college degree when I left here. And it's important to have a plan. I had a plan to do that. I was going to go to Fort Lewis College. That did not happen. I ended up going to UAS, and I joined the military. My plan was to get my school done in 4 years, and I was looking at becoming a teacher. But life happens, and I took advantage of opportunities that came up. I joined the National Guard to help me pay for college, and I finally finished my degree. And right now I'm 3 classes away from earning my master's. So, as I said, being an Edgecumbe graduate, you're here close to the end of the year, you're not going to remember who I am. You're probably not going to remember what I'm saying right now. But just remember to have that goal in mind and be prepared to take advantage of the advantages that you've earned and the opportunities that come to you. And since this award ceremony, we have a senior that's graduating this year who has used her advantages and taken care of the opportunity to join the National Guard, Tessa. you'd like to come up here, I'd like to present you a little something for... So Tessa has done something that not a lot of people have the courage and ability to do. She's raised her hand and dedicated to serve our great country in the National Guard. And so at this time, I'm going to present her a coin from the battalion. Coins are part of the military tradition of honoring people who, strive for excellence. So congratulations on graduating from Mt.Edgecumbe High School, and I look forward to seeing you in the National Guard. So thank you for your time. Go Braves.
We have a thank you right now, and that is you are able to hear clearly. You are able to hear clearly. And yesterday, also, the sound and all that work was done by Cole Pudica, and there she is right there. Thank you very much. She's planning to study on live and recorded audio and work at a conservatory recording artist and scientist, and she's getting that experience right here, right now. Again, thank you, and thank you, Mr. Colwright. Thank you, Mr. Colwright, too. Way to go, Cole. Mr. Kimber.
Ohio gozaimasu. I have a few words to give you. Taller people, we need taller people. I have some awards to give for semester 1 and semester 2. For Japanese 1, the awards I give for Japanese 1 are the top of 5 award, and that is the people who have the top 5 percentages in all of the Japanese 1 classes. So for first semester, let's do the Mr. Stein Award. Let's practice it. When we read their names, we want to give everybody a 1 clap. Ready? Got it? Okay, we got it. For Japanese 1, semester 1, Jonah McClanahan, Shayna Warnicki-Green, Cody Gibbons. I'm not going to try to say your last name, Taylor. Taylor K. For Japanese 2, the classes are smaller, the students are much more competitive, they really want to be there, and so I give the top 3 award. And for first semester, I have one of the other ones are seniors. For the top 3 award for Japanese 2, Mercedes Kashitak. For semester 2, Japanese 1. Top 5 award, Michaela Myers, Joseph Harvitine, Aaliyah Nay, Haley Osborne, and Roydie Ayajak. This was, I would like to say that this Japanese 1 class I had this semester was really a pleasure to teach. To go from the 5th highest percentage to the 6th highest percentage, I had to go all the way out to the thousands. It was that close. It was basically 1 point. Good job. The next one is the top 3 award for Japanese 2, 2nd semester. Adana Adams and Mackenzie Smith. That's the last of my awards. So let's give all those people that got awards in Japanese a big round of applause. The next presenter this morning is my esteemed colleague who is my 2nd favorite librarian, which is saying a lot because my 3rd favorite librarian is my aunt. The first is, well, you know, Mrs. Rhodes, because she's my extended family mom. She has to be my favorite. So if we could all give a nice round of applause for Miss Drain.
Thought I was taller. Okay, today I want to first start off with thanking the yearbook staff, 1st and 2nd semester. Please give 1st and 2nd semester staff a hand. Because they know that it was not easy to get all those pictures of you guys, because you are not always cooperative with us. But they did a great job, and the yearbook slideshow looks great, and you guys just wait till you see the yearbook. Right now I'm going to present just awards for the Battle of the Books. We had another great year showing off for Mt.Edgecumbe High School. There were over 20 school districts involved in Battle of the Books this year, and we placed 9th out of 20, so we did awesome this year. I'm going to call up all of the team members. One of the team members was on the varsity team. We all worked together till the last few weeks, and then we choose our varsity team. So I'm going to call you all up, and then we'll do a 1 clap. The nice thing this year for your awards, keep your awards because you get a picture of yourselves. Got a nice picture of the Battle Book team. So we have a great Battle Book team if you want to join next year. So will the following people come up? Aaron Koppenberg, varsity team member. I got to get my list because you know how I always screw up the seniors. Leisha Lozano, Francesca Okpik, Alicia Atsiriak, Emily Tanukchuk, Nico Afkan, Autumn Cook, Tristan McCarr, Melanie Landlord, Aliyah Nay. Give them a great big hand. They read a lot of books. They read 12, and then they read them again. Just to get to 9th place, you have to read the books at least twice. And to get to 1st place, we're going to have to read the books at least probably 4 or 5 times. So that's our goal for next year. All right, thank you very much. You guys did awesome, and I can't wait till next year. We got some great books in line. The next person I'm going to introduce is Susie Albee, the cross-country running coach. She's coming up.
For those of you who don't know me, I am Coach Susie. It's my honor to be one of the assistant cross-country coaches. Last year we started a spring running club, and we had some limited success, meaning we ended with 2 runners, which we built on this year. Since February, some of the members of the cross-country team have gotten together to run after school. In February, we ran 1 time a week. In March, we ran 2 times a week. Last month, we ran 3 times a week, plus we did a conditioning workout in the gym. We started adding community 5Ks. I think we did 4 or 5 5Ks, and we did really well in those 5Ks. A lot of times, the first 5 runners to cross the line were Braves, so that was really fun. We added weekend runs, and we went up Gavin Hill. We ran to the trail, and then we power hiked up, and then we ran down. By the end, we were running 3 to 4 times a week, and we had runs of up to 5.5 miles, which is really impressive. I was really happy. All told, we did about 35 runs, and we have pretty much run every trail in Sitka. So the runners that I'd like to recognize, and Mr. Gruley at the beginning said that we're recognizing students that have gone the extra mile. These students have literally gone the extra mile. So I'd like to recognize Shelby Samuel. Shelby here. Dan Gemmel. There they are. Jesse Hansen and Sunset Woods. So I'm also giving them training journals so they can keep track of their runs over the summer. Jesse. Thanks, Mom. Can you hand that to Sunset? And Dan. Okay. I'd like to also recognize Jeremy Olron, who made it to some of the runs, but he made it to almost all of the races, and all of the races that he ran, he won. You're going to have a good summer. Linda Rexford and Taylor Kay. We might run next week. Linda, Taylor, nice job. Jalen Martinez ran the most miles and is the most runningest, and she pretty much runs right out of the van. Jalen, you want to come up? I pretty much can't run Jalen enough, and every opportunity, she's there. Okay, next I want to recognize 4 runners who made it to most of the runs during the week, almost all of the conditioning sessions at the gym, and jumped at the chance to run whenever I suggested it on weekends, and they're just really fun to run with. They worked really hard, and I'm really proud of them. I call them my freshman 4, and any one of these runners could be my most improved athlete, which really shows that hard work and a good attitude will get results. Angel Christensen, Marita Tanamot, Raquel George, and Chiara Chase. And Chiara only missed 1 run. This is Angel. I have a shirt I'll give you. Raquel. Chiara. So let's give them a round of applause. For the rest of the cross-country team and anybody who is interested in running next year, even if you didn't run this year, there's going to be the first team meeting will be in Coach Arnold's room this coming Monday after school. And cross-country season starts in 112 days is the first meet, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks. Next, Mr. Fitz and Mr. Mahoney, on behalf of Ms. Brady, will give out Social Studies Awards.
Slight programming change. I gotta say, those people are phenomenal. It's not easy running in the winter here in Sitka. I could do the, hey, let's do a one clap for everybody who's earned a superior at Music Fest, but it'll be easy. Let's give a one clap for everybody who's earned a superior at Music Fest. David Charlie. That's it. So David's up here to perform for you because he's gotten a superior at Music Fest for the second year in a row. And, right? 1:30 this next Friday, if you have the opportunity to be at the UAA Performing Arts Center, the Performing Arts building there, he's going to be performing at All-State, competing to see how well he can do there. I'm looking forward to him getting another superior there again. But I'm going to stop talking so that we can hear David Charlie play Liebestraum by Franz Liszt. getting stuff up. Are you up next? Ouch.
We ready? Yeah. I'm going to need a minute to let the goosebumps go back down. Whew, that was good. That was really good. Nice job, words. All right. I'm a much taller version of Miss Brady. She could not be here today, and she sent out an email last week asking if somebody would step up and do this for her. And so, short story, a number of teachers this year took a class that happened for 3 hours on Monday nights. And on our last class, our professor couldn't make it and sent a message to everyone saying, "Hey, could somebody facilitate and run this class?" I immediately responded, "Miss Brady will do it." Unbeknownst to me, she had gone home sick that day and was not even signed on yet. And right after I sent that message, about 4 other teachers got on and said, "Oh, awesome, Miss Brady, thank you, that's so great." And so I sent her a text message saying, "How's the view from under the bus I just threw you under?" And she sent me a question mark. And I said, "Check the chat." So anyway, as a favor to her, I decided to do this. So, payback. I am now presenting the World History Pack Rim Awards. And one claps, please. We have, let's make sure I have these in the right order. Tia Puckatuck. Iris George. Marcus Hale. Dayton Hoblet. Mercedes Cashtalk. Lloydie Ayojak. Thank you. Take your time. All right, stay here. Now, for most improved, Anya Peng and Abby Fish. And then there's one that was deleted, but there's an award here, so you get it anyway. Angelina Ong. And then from AK History, Linda Rexford. And that's L to the Inda. Big round of applause. Yeah. Before Mr. Fitz comes up here with his crew, we would like to take a humorous interlude. Wolfstar.
Okay, do I just... Is this working? Wait, what? I'm confused. Wait, is this on? Oh, okay. So, Mr. Mahoney's lying. My jokes aren't really that funny, but it's okay. Hold on. Gotta find him. These are 2 jokes, and they're like from the Java Jive. So some of you that have heard them pretend to like fake laugh. Yeah. Okay. So a woman has twins and gives them up for adoption. One of them goes to a family in Egypt and is named Amal. The other goes to a family in Spain. They named him Juan. Years later, Juan sends a picture of himself to his mom. Upon receiving this picture, she tells her husband that she wished she also had a picture of Amal. Her husband responds, but they're twins. If you see in Juan, you see in Amal. Okay. Y'all fake. Okay. A woman gets on a bus with her baby. The bus driver says, "Oh, that's the ugliest baby I ever seen." This woman walks to the rear of the bus and sits down, fuming in rage. She says to the man next to her, "The driver just insulted me." The man says, "You go up there and tell him off. Go on. I'll hold your monkey for you." Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm going to introduce Mr. Fitz and the Cutting Edge News crew. Yeah.
All right. Good morning, historians. Wolfstar is always a tough act to follow, but thank you, Wolfstar. Okay, I'm going to call up a couple groups of students here, and then we'll give you guys a little bit of entertainment after that. On stage right now, you can give them one clap as they come on up, please. Let's start with Anna, Aurelia, Terrell, Ari, Danae, Addie, Matt Hunt, Eden Ross. And let's keep it rolling for Richard Reed Gordon, Mercedes Janae, Aurora Clay, Joey Carlson, Veruca, and Robin. All right, so these are some outstanding Alaska historians, and each one has a unique award, and I want to thank all of these students for their efforts in Alaska history this semester and last semester. So our first award is the Super Student Award, and that goes to Anna Aralia. Okay. And all of the awards will be handed out on Monday, because this way you won't have to carry them around and get them all soaking wet. So, thank you. Our second award is the Random Question Award. And the Random Question Award goes to none other than Terrell Joe. Now, I don't want to mention too many names, I don't want to call anybody out, but I will say this. I received something from a senior recently. It was very nice. It was an announcement. And there was one thing that this student wanted to leave me with at the end of 4 years. And they wrote this on the outside of the envelope. And they just said, you know, Mr. Fitz, I appreciate taking your classes, thanks, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But then they said, you know, try to stay on target, try to stay on topic, please. And so I just want you to know, when you have people like Terrell in your class, at the beginning of class, the middle of class, the end of class, just about any time, if there's anything that makes it difficult to stay on topic, it's having Terrell stand up and raise his hand and ask you questions that have absolutely nothing to do with anything you can imagine. And he says it in a way with such a lovable face like this that it's really difficult to get mad at him, and so he never stopped doing it. Anyway, he's a great kid, a great student. Thank you, Terrell. Okay, this next award, before we get is the All-Star History Award for AK History. This is great, but before we say this award almost became a different award. It was almost the I Ain't Ornery Award, and this one goes to our very own Ari Adams. So, just don't ask Ari if she's ornery, because anyway, if you don't know what that means, look it up when she's not around. Okay, next up, we have the Great Attitude Award, and that goes to none other than Danae Brower. Congratulations, Danae. What a pleasure to have you in class. She did a great job all semester. I look forward to having her again. And next up, we've got the Citizenship, the Professional Student Award. Thank you very much. And the Professional Student Award, this student is always on task, on target, helps make it easier to teach. She improves the learning environment. She's learning for herself. She's helping those around her. This is what Mt.Edgecumbe is all about. It was a privilege to have this student in class all year. Congratulations to Adeline Diamond. For those teachers who have not yet had the pleasure of having Addie, look forward to it. She's great. Next up, we have the Citizenship Award. This is a young man who really knows who he is and where he comes from, and when I talked to his family back home, it was really fun to be able to talk to his father and tell his father about how this young man really knew who he was, and I watched him. He's new this year to Mt.Edgecumbe, and he grew and developed. I had him both semesters. It was a real pleasure. Please give it up for our own Matt Hunt. When Matt is on your side, he's somebody, when he's in your corner, that's a good feeling to have. All right, next up, we have the Quick Thinking Award. If you were a teacher and you were going to say, here's a question, and raise your hand. I didn't even say the word hand yet. I didn't ask the question. Why do you already have your hand up? This student would always have their hand up, even before you even got the question out. And most of the time you had the right answer, even before I asked the question. Give it up for Eden Ross. And if anybody's looking for an extra nickname, I mean, one, you can look at the picture and make up your own, or you can, just good. Or if you think that he did a great presentation on the subject of gold mining in Alaska, and so you could call him the Golden Boy if you want, but that's up to you. Okay, next up, we've got the Upstanding and Outstanding Award, and this goes to a young man who represents himself, his culture, his family so well. A pleasure to have in class, a positive influence on those around him. He has great posture, great character. He's a great ball player. Give it up for our very own Richard Reed Gordon. Okay. Right on. Way to go, Richard. All right. Next up, we have the Rock Star Award. And the Rock Star Award goes to a young woman who is going to be able to do whatever she wants. I think she's going to be a doctor someday. Please give it up for Mercedes Chene Kashatok. All right. Next up, we have the Taking Care of Business Award. This student always was there, had her act together. It was a pleasure to have her in class. Please give it up for Aurora Standish. And next we have the Always Awesome Award. This one goes to a very hard-working young woman who's just got this school thing down to a T. Please give it up to Jolie Carlson. And next we've got the Rock Solid Award. This student was always able to have a positive influence on those around her. She's a very successful student. She does her work. She's smart. She's interested. She asks questions. It's great to have her in class. Please give it up for Veruca. And let's see, this is the last of the Alaska History Awards. We've got the High Level Award. This student is a fantastic student, a great thinker. She's musically talented. I can't wait to see some of the rest of the things that she does at Mt.Edgecumbe and beyond. Please give it up for Robin Masterman. Okay, is that everybody? Okay, if you guys are welcome to have a seat, thank you very much. Give them a hand. Okay, now some U.S. historians. Give them a one clap as they jog up here. The first one is not here, so we won't call that person's name. And then go start with Ulrich, Amy B., Serena, Anna, Kelby, Roderick, Michaela. All right, so here are some first and second semester U.S. historians. Our first award winner is currently in the northwest region of Alaska back at home. The Genius One Award goes to none other than Braden Benke. And many of you know Braden, wonderful student, great to have him in class. We'll give him his award on Monday, and you guys can give him a hard time then. Our second award is our Genius 2 Award, and this goes to your very own student body president, Ulrich Aloysius. There were definitely some days, I mean, I don't ever really feel like not teaching, but if I did feel like not teaching, it'd be the kind of thing you'd want to maybe just take the mic and be like, here, Ulrich, take over. You got it. You know this stuff. All right. Our next award is the Gilded Girl Award. This goes to a young woman who did a wonderful job this semester, and one of the subjects she was interested in was an important writer in the Gilded Age. Please give it up for Amy Byoff. Next up, we've got the Make the Most of It Award. There's nothing that feels better than to see students who are making the most of their opportunities here and the talents that they've been given. And this student always made me really happy to be a teacher because she was in there, she was asking questions, she was learning on her own time, she was doing things to make MEHS the best it could be, and she's getting the most for her money. Please give it up for Serena. Teachers, if you haven't had Serena yet, go try to work some magic with Mr. Looters and see if you can get her in your class. All right, next up, we've got the Steven Spielberg Award, and this goes to an amazing movie maker and U.S. history student, none other than Anna Carmen. Anna took a bunch of the skills that she's learned over in the news and she brought them over to U.S. history, and she made some really cool films that are great, and hopefully some of you will get a chance to see those. Next up, we've got the Super Studious Award. This student always had their work done. Great to have in class. It was a pleasure. Give it up for Kelby Popple. Okay, next up is the Einstein Award. I was thinking of some other ones. This could have been the, say, this is the kind of student who in the first week of school looked at the U.S. history textbook like a Snickers bar. He said, hey, Mr. Fitz, how about I go read the book this weekend? I said, sure, and give it up for Roderick. I don't have a copy of the U.S. history textbook here, but he took it like a Scooby snack, and he went like this. He swallowed it. He said, got something else? Roderick is a great student and a great person. Congratulations. Next up is the Passion for Justice Award, and this student was able to take her interest in people past and present and share that in class. Please give it up for Michaela Myers. Okay, one more big hand for the U.S. historians, and Anna, you can stay. Michaela, you can stay. Could we get all the news people up here? Michaela, why don't you come back up? and Anna, and then everybody who was in the news first and second semester, if you guys would come up here real quick. And we won't give them individual awards. We'll have them give you a little something if you like. So, all year these guys worked hard on telling the stories that are going on at Mt.Edgecumbe High School and trying to polish them up and make them sound good and make them look good. Sometimes they were serious, and so you may think they're all just a bunch of serious professional news people, and I know that. Now, I don't want to take the shine off the rose or anything here, but there were a few times that we made a few mistakes and we actually had a few laughs in the cutting edge. So we're wondering if you guys would like to see their bloopers from the year. Okay. So I want to say a great big thank you to all of the news team. I know I'm not always the easiest person to deal with. They had all kinds of deadlines and schedules to do, but they did a fantastic job. We had a lot of fun telling your stories. So let's give them a great big hand right now. Okay, yeah, we'll all go sit down, and then Mr. Courtwright will hit the play. If somebody wants to lower the lights for us, you guys got a couple handfuls of minutes of some laughs from first and second semester. Thank you so much.
What's the big white rectangle? Thank you.
number 48 meeting. I'm Monica from Alaska and I'm a grade junior. I'm Shirley from Alaska and I'm a grade junior. I'm Claire Green. And we're I'm President for the Marion Waffle. I'm Charles Silverman from Almighty News, and today we're interviewing Daniel and Bob Hoover.
Miss Mulligan and the art department. Miss Mulligan.
Do I need this?
Yes.
Okay. Hi. So this was the best year ever. I know I say that every year, but every year it keeps getting better and better. So I could literally give every single one of my students an award for this last semester and the semester before, but I won't. So I cut it down to 20. So, like I said, I could give a lot of awards. I could give awards for those students who made me laugh the most. I could give the students to those, I could give awards to students who, you know, annoyed me the most. I could give awards to students who have perfect raw talent that
they got from birth and all this, but this year I'm focusing on work ethic, because regardless of your talent or what you have at the beginning of the semester, if you work hard and contribute to the class, you're going to do well. So, yeah. So, let's give one clap. I'm going to call everybody up here, and then I'll talk a little bit about them, maybe. So, let's give it up for Chiara, Anya Pingaya, Joseph Horvaton, Aliyah Nay. Come on up to Braz. Roderick, Sonora, Grace Garner, Bristol, Adeline Dement, Francis Simpson, Maggie Lyon, Bradley Westlock, Tia Puckatuk, Kennedy Langley, Emily Tanuchik, Gracie, Ashlyn Strom, Nelson Jackson, Angelina Kamakturk, Ernest Suluk. All right, give it up. You all came on different things. Yeah. So I'm just going to go down the line and say a little tiny something about everybody, and then we'll be done. Because I could talk up here and talk about each and every single one of you for all day, but I won't. So Ernest came to class, talkative guy. He sits down and he made a pot. How many pots did you make? 50? How many? 34? Are you sure? Maybe 44? Okay, 34 pots. Well done. Ashlyn also was a producer. She came in, she worked hard, she helped out, she did a great job. Nelson was like my little right-hand man. My gigantic right-hand man. And he did a lot of the grunge work that nobody else would do, and so I appreciate that. And Gracie's just always in my room with her creativity and made a lot of unique things. And Kennedy, just from the start, my freshmen were amazing. I had a freshman, for the first time. Well, I taught freshmen like 10 years ago, but I teach freshmen again, and you guys are the best. And so, yeah, Kennedy, just raw talent, good work ethic, all that. And Francis was in freshman art and in ceramics, and she was kind of like Ernest, just came in, talked all the time, just kidding. And no, but she made, how many did you make? She doesn't even know. I think it was like at least 30, maybe more, 35, I don't know. And then Tia she made beautiful artwork, but she also, so I have students respond to their work, and most of you know that. She had some really profound things to say, and I really appreciated her responses in addition to her work. And Maggie made a lot of really cool stuff. She did a great job, worked hard. Sonora's been producing, like, how many pieces have you made all year? 100? She's made a lot. She's going to she'll be selling in Yakutat. Check her out on Instagram. Roderick was he was first thing in the morning, is the kiln done? Is the kiln done? Is the kiln done? Is it done yet? Did you start it? Is it done? And he also helped me, like, measure stuff. Not that I'm bad at measuring things, but figuring out how much our vessels hold is really interesting. And he was someone who was a measurer and then just always throwing and, can you check this? Can you check this? Like, you check the thickness of the cup, and you wanted me to do it. So Grace is another just solid worker. She did a great job. She made lots of stuff. She did all the stuff she was supposed to do, so good job. And Joseph was another, like, hard worker. He'd come in first thing, he'd have like a 99.9, and he'd be like, what can I do to get my grade up? And he'd already have everything done, so he'd just, like, scrub the tables all the time. So he did a great job. I was really proud of him. And Chiara, another hard work ethic, you know, good job doing everything she was supposed to do. And Aaliyah made some very interesting artwork, and I appreciate that. And she's another one. I have a 99.798. Is there anything I can do to get that up? And then Anya just came in and busted it out every day and did what she was supposed to do, so I appreciate that. Bristol, how many pieces did you make? Lots. Well, over the course of the year. Yeah. But I'm really proud of her. She came in and made really nice stuff and improved, man. She would get so angry putting on handles. She'd be like, my life is over. I can't put this handle on. Now who can make handles? And Adeline, she was just a solid, hard worker, doing the right thing all the time, getting her grades in. You know, I'd be like, oh man, nobody's going to have anything in, you know. Addie had her stuff in all the time. Bradley, the same, hard worker, getting his work done, coming in all the time, hanging his work up, did a great job. He grew about like 4, 5, 6 inches too. Emily, I gave her an award already for Art Fest, but she was a really good hard worker and did what she was supposed to do and made lots of great stuff. And Angelina made beautiful things, and she stuck it out. She was another one. She'd have a 99. What can I do to get my grade up? I don't know. I can handle having a 99. But yeah, so I have the best job in the best school in the best state, and I'm just so proud. You know, I could stand up here all day and we could all fill this room with tears, but I won't do that to you. So I love you all, and I love you all, and have a great day. Thank you. I would like to introduce our Chinese 1 and 2 teacher from Miss Shen. I was going to say.
Hello, 下午好. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Miss Shen. I'm the Chinese teacher for Chinese 1, 2, and 3 classes. I just want to share how lucky we are have our swimming pool. You know, in China, it's not every school or every community have a swimming pool, especially last generation. So we're facing a very big common challenge question is, like your girlfriend or boyfriend or future spouse will ask you, if me and my mom both fell down in the water, who do you want to save first? So, yeah, so this is very challenging questions. The Chinese students prepare for the future. But you guys are lucky, you know, it's a very good idea, not only yourself to learning how to swimming, so make sure your loved ones all knows how to swimming or save themselves. Okay. So those Chinese language I say is not, you know, is a fun one and it's very useful because every 5 people on the earth, one is speak Chinese. So how it will affect their economic future opportunity, yeah, so it's big. So those students is from last fall who took the Chinese class. They did very good job, and I want to share every students how they did, but it will be in the award. So they have a specific, name of the award. So let's ready to clap for them. Yeah, Yurik, Alexis, Li Ke for the outstanding student. Yeah, please come here. Tia, Pat Kotak Dai, one of the oldest student. Come here, please. Chelsea Zuka Chen Shu, the other student. They work very hard and they got an idea what is Chinese and they pick up like not only the pronunciation and also the characters. Yes. Serena Epalog Richie, the other student, yeah, she always do extra job and she's fast and yeah, I'm so lucky to have you all. Okay, this semester, Robin Masterman Mabin, the oldest student, Joshua Diasis, the other student. Yeah, good job, guys. For my Chinese one this year, semester, Winnie Romath, the other student, Julia Carlson, yeah, outstanding student. Good job. Yeah, those students above, they are working hard. They care for what they've been learning. Yeah, I really had great time work with them. Margaret Williams, she's the most hardworking student. Yeah, she always work with me after school. I'll finish her questions before she leave. Carabao Philippus, he's the most helpful student, always asking for if he can help anything. Alden Beans, he's work hard and he's been, very careful. He's great and work every steps with me. Because of the time I want to give a reward for every of my Chinese students, but I just want you to know it's time limited, so but every of you are deserve a word. Okay, thank you, have a great, let me hand out the award. All right, you guys make me nervous. Yeah, when I'm less nervous, I speak Chinese. Yeah, 再见. Let's welcome Mr. Hunter, our math teacher. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. It is still morning. If you've been sitting here the entire time, actually sitting more than like 45 minutes at a time is very bad for your health, particularly your circulatory system. So please stand up for a second. Wiggle around. How does this work? And if you have feeling in your legs again, you can sit back down. We can get through our awards. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Here we go. I would like to recognize 6 students who earned their ETT, that's Emergency Trauma Technician certification last semester. They also earned 3 college credits and can save lives. So if I could have Francesca Akpik, Braden Benke, Laura Fields, Jasper Cooney, Caitlin Moses, and Taya Warren, please. Come on up and get recognized. And while they're walking up, I'd also like to call Nelson Jackson. Nelson is just completing the EMT curriculum, which is 6 college credits, and the certification that's required to run at most fire departments on the ambulance across the country. So, welcome, Nelson. Thank you, guys. So they will receive their patches, their official patches and certifications from the state. Our ETT students already have that. Nelson should be coming soon. We're going to continue with the math department now. I'd like to call up my esteemed colleagues, Mr. Gwynn, Ms. Livermore, and Mr. Buck. As a department this year, we decided to get together, and Mr. Young, you need to come up here. Yeah, I didn't see you. Yeah. Mr. Young has finally graduated from mathematics and will be firmly entrenched in our physical education department next year. So, he's trying to hide, but it doesn't work because he's too tall. So, as a department, we've recognized 2 or 3 people from each grade that we felt were truly outstanding math students. And as Mr. Gwynn put it, we have monuments to give you because trophies doesn't quite do it. So, who's first?
Oh, me.
Mr. Gwynn's first.
The freshmen we selected this year, if you could come up and get your cool trophy. The first one is Marcus Hale. Tia Pakatek. And Reagan Hoblet.
For our sophomores, one person left early, so she already received hers, and that was Francesca Akpik. But the other 2 that we have is Adeline Diamond and Robin Masterman.
Okay, juniors, first up, Jenny Reynolds, Alexis Rexford, Ulrich Aloysius.
And next up we have Ms. Jacoby with the English Language Awards.
I have 2 awards for English excellence, and these are the awards for students who got A+ in my class. If I could have Lynn Rexford come up and Milena Damaski. There you go. Yeah. Or you can go. You can do whatever you want. Here you go. I told you I had to run up and down. Ooh, and let's see. Well, next we have Ms. Clark.
All right, perfect. Hello, everybody. Hi. All right, so we have heard a lot of awards based on academics today. But do you know what the only thing that's better than getting smarter is? Does anyone know? Oh, I like the getting healthy. Nice, Andrea Cook in the back, yes. Okay, so the only thing better too than getting stronger
oh, darn it! The only thing better than getting smarter is getting smarter while you're getting swole. Right? Am I right? Okay. All right, so I have some fitness awards here. I still want this a little lower. Okay, I have some fitness awards here for my health classes, is what I'm going to start off with. So I had 4 health classes throughout the whole entire year. If you get an award, that means that you grew the most in that component of fitness than any other person. Okay, for male and female is how we're going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to start off with upper body strength. So these people are going to get what I call the Big Guns Award. Okay, this is going to go to Yaska Simeonov and Abby Fish. Okay, next up, we're working our way down. We got Abs of Steel Award. So these people improved the most in core strength. Okay, Joseph Horvatin and Aaliyah May. Next up is our Bumby Award. So these are the people that are really flexible. Okay, most improved in flexibility. This is going to go to Lucine Apangaluk and Jared Alakar. Next, speed and agility. This is the Usain Bolt Award. Okay, these people got the speed. They got the agility. That's Austin Alexi and Ari Adams. Next, we have got the LeBron James Award, and this is not for basketball, but this is for vertical jump. This is for lower body power, propelling yourself up through the air. Okay, this is Anya Pingayak and Reese Lowe. And next, we have cardiovascular endurance. So I'm going to call this the Energizer Bunny Award. They can just keep going, looking good while they're doing it. Okay, that is going to be John James and Amaya Kroto. Okay, my last 3 awards. This is actually going to, my PE class is in here as well. These 3 I'm just calling the Workhorse Awards because typically they improved in every single component of fitness, but also they came every day with really positive attitudes. They never complained or whined about something being too hard or challenging, right? So they always worked hard and have a pretty high level of physical fitness as well. And if you get the award for my health and wellness class, it means you also excelled academically too. Okay, so I just have 3 of these awards. First one's going to go to Linda Rexford, Lynx Beans, and Jimmy Alford. Round of applause for these folks. All right, I'm feeling like we need another humorous interlude, so I am now going to call up Bradley Samuelson. Is that good for you?
No, you should take it off.
Oh, you take it off.
Yeah. So, why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too tired. All right, I've been working on this for months. I've been devoting time and effort into this joke, and here we go. What did the traffic light say to the other traffic light? Don't look, I'm about to change. All right, I've been working on this for months. I've been devoting time and effort into this joke, and here we go. What did the traffic light say to the other traffic light? Don't look, I'm about to change. All right, 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 up next, we have Miss Livermore and Mr. Young with Native Youth Olympics.
That's definitely not a hard act to follow. Thanks, Bradley. Appreciate that. First and foremost, I want to say thanks to Coach Livermore. If you guys hadn't noticed, she's pretty much been involved with everything this year. And when we were at state, she was talking about how she has too much free time, so she was going to talk to Coach Arnold and Coach Kimber, see if she could help with cross country and wrestling next year too. I noticed Kimber didn't say anything. Okay, I'm going to bring up the people who represented us at the state tournament, so please give them a one clap, and when we get to the seniors, give them a round of applause. Raina Peterson, Adeline Diamond, Joey Carlson, Tyler Brown, Reagan Hoblet, Elena Pete, Shelby Samuel, Matt Hunt, Jaden Post, Richard Gordon, Haley Osborne, managers Leah and Mercedes. And first senior, Royale Lowe. Next senior, Laura Cotta. And our last senior, Kiara Johnson. And just for a little humor, Richard, will you please show everybody what you're known for at NYONL? Sure. And the other one? No, not the other one. In the middle of 2 foot, he would do this in between attempts, so it was kind of funny. And our placers this year, in 5th place in the Indian stick pull, please give her a round of applause, Laura Cotta. 4th place in the one-arm reach, Shelby Samuel. 3rd place in Eskimo stick pull, Raina Peterson. 2nd place in the one-arm reach, Jolie Carlson. And a young man who everybody was shocked when I told him he was only a sophomore and absolutely dominated competition in the Eskimo stick pull, your state champion, Haley Osborne. All right, these guys did a really good job representing you guys. If you notice, we only have 3 seniors, so we're hoping for better things next year. Thank you very much. And next up, we have Mr. Davis with science.
All right. I have awards for my fall classes, and I have awards for my spring classes. And I'm going to call off my fall students first, and I'm going to put them over on this side of me. And then I'm going to continue calling names and call all my spring award students on this side. So as I call your names, if you're in my fall class, you get to be over here. That way I can find you faster. Melina Damaski, Iris George, Jaylee Adams, Anna Ayagla, Gabby Kamoli, Janessa Oviak, Lila Ita Tomas, Josh Diasis. Okay, that's my fall students. Spring students, Tyra Brown, Aurora Standish, Chiara Chase, Marcus Hale, Justice Couchy, Tia Patkatuk, Angelina Kamaktuak, and Jenny Reynolds. Okay. So as my spring students are coming up, I'm going to tell you
what my fall students' awards are. Melina Demosky received a high grade average of 96.2% in Integrated Science 2. Iris George had the highest grade average of 96.55 in Integrated Science 2. Jaylee Adams had a high grade average Integrated Science 2 of 94.44. Anna had a highest grade average of 94.66 in Integrated Science 2. Gabby Kamoli, high grade average in Anatomy and Physiology, 99.72. Jeanette Oviak, she's not here. Okay. Lila Itatomas had a high grade average in an Aviation Ground School, 94.79. And Josh Diasis had the highest grade average in Aviation Ground School of 95.88. Okay. And now my spring students. Tyra Brown was in Integrated Science 1, and she had a high grade average of 94.48. Aurora Standish had the highest grade average in our Integrated Science 1 class of 94.88. Chiara Chase had the high grade average in Integrated Science 1, my next period, of 95.87. And Marcus Hale had the highest grade average in Integrated Science 1's 96.5. Integrated Science 2, this is my next one here. Justice Couchy had a high grade average in Integrated Science 2 of 90.61. And Tia Patkotak, Integrated Science 2, 99.49. My last two are Anatomy and Physiology in the spring. Angelina Kamuktuak had a 99.62. And Jenny Reynolds had highest grade average in Anatomy and Physiology, 100%. I didn't dismiss you yet. Almost. I don't get to see all of you every day. I only get to see a few of you each day. But these are the rock stars that walk into my room and perform day after day. And I'm sure proud of them, and I sure appreciate your hard work, each and every one of you. And as we say in ground school, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. You guys take care.
I'm going to be me this time. I have 6 awards for science. Do a one clap here. We'll do Integrated Science 1 first. Albert Einstein was a German theoretical physicist. Gotcha. Who proposed the general theory of relativity and is famous for the world's most known equation of... Nice job. He won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. This award is presented to Joseph Horvatin. One clap. Charles Darwin Oh man, slow learners. Was an English naturalist and geologist, best known for his contributions to evolutionary biology and natural selection in his book on the origin of species. This award is presented to Tia Patkatuk. All right, now for environmental science. Carl Linnaeus was a Swedish botanist and physician and zoologist known as the father of modern taxonomy. He created a system to classify all life on Earth based on the Latin language. In honor of his accomplishments, his name is often written in Latin, Carlus Linnaeus. This award is presented to Cody Gibbons. Rachel Carson was an American marine biologist and conservationist known for writing the book Silent Spring in the 1960s that described the environmental problems caused by pesticides. Her book is credited with creating the grassroots movement that led to the beginning of the Environmental Protection Agency. This award is presented to Alexis Rexford. All right, next we have chemistry. Marie Curie was a Polish physicist and chemist who discovered radioactivity. She was the first person to be honored with 2 Nobel Prizes. She was the first female professor at the University of Paris and the first woman to be entombed on her own merits in the Pantheon. This award is presented to Jonah McClanahan. Dmitry Mendeleev was a Russian chemist known for creating the periodic table of the elements, which helped scientists to discover many previously unknown elements. This award is presented to not present Braden Banky. Next we have really quickly, before Miss Mall, we have Miss Twidell.
All right, hi guys. So we are going to take a little break from science and we are going to run over to study skills and peer mentoring. We had a study skills class and a peer mentoring class, one each semester. And so our first award, I have one student from each semester. This is called the Comeback Kid Award. And so this award goes out to students who started off the semester and maybe things weren't so great, right? You're starting off new classes, they're hard, you don't really know what to do, maybe you haven't been challenged this way before. And so when that happens, you have 2 options, right? You can just crumple and say, you know what, I'm not going to try, it's not worth it, I've got other things I can do. Or you can rise to the occasion and you can put in the time and put in the work, and it's going to be hard, and you're going to keep putting in the work, and you're going to keep showing up, and you're going to keep improving, and every half a point, every half a percentage is something, right? And you're going to keep working and keep working. And so my Comeback Kid Award goes to Lacey Ivanoff and Arnett Shavings. My next award is the Certificate of Grit. This award, I have one for each student for each semester. The Certificate of Grit goes to students who, from day one, they've shown up. And Edgecumbe's hard. You guys know that. You finished this year, right? They showed up day one, and they knew it was hard, and they were workhorses. They put in the work, and they put in the work. And every study hour, and every chance they got, they were showing up and putting in the work. And it was hard. It was really hard, and they kept going. The Certificate of Grit goes to Emelina Bayayuk and Jeremy Olrone. My next award is for a student in peer mentoring. This is the Ray of Sunshine Award. As we know in Seca, it rains a lot, and some days are kind of dreary, and we just have a hard time. We're all in a funk, right? And this student, every time they walk into the classroom, sometimes they walk in the classroom, sometimes they dance into the classroom, or they're coming in laughing and smiling, and everybody else who's like having a bad day is just kind of like, oh, she's here. Life is good. My Ray of Sunshine Award goes to Serena Ann Starr, I Pollock Rich. All right, and my last award is called Going the Extra Mile. In peer mentoring, we have a lot of projects and a lot of different activities that we do. This student, every single project we gave out, everything that we were doing in that class, they didn't just take the rubric and do the bare minimum and check the boxes. They always went that extra mile. They put in the extra time and they put in the extra work. And as a result, I've got all of these awesome things in my room. This person is very artistically inclined, and I'm so grateful for her contributions in the classroom. Going the extra mile goes to Emily Tanuchuk. And lastly, I have an award for our, we have had some amazing student tutors this year. You guys have probably seen them in the Star Center. If you guys ever have had any questions or need help, the Star Center is an excellent resource. We've also had a lot of peer tutors in the cafeteria in the evenings for our folks who are in there studying. And so our not senior peer tutor of the year goes to Braden Banky. He's not here, but he was wonderful. He demonstrated excellent leadership skills and also was academically excellent. So please give a round of applause to these lovely humans. And next up, please welcome Miss Cholamo.
Good morning, Mt.Edgecumbe. So I'm going to do, I know that you guys have been sitting here a long time and you're ready to get going, and we've got some superintendent and principal awards to do after me, but I'm going to do this kind of quick. I would like to have my integrated science 2 up-and-coming scientists come on up here, Jasper Kuhn, Robin Masterman, and Jared Alaircar. Sorry, Jared, come on up. So these are my Superstar Integrated Science 2 students. Jared is actually a freshman, and he has already gone through Integrated Science 1 and 2. And Jasper has already moved on to chemistry. So I want you guys to keep your eyes out for these folks and all the cool science that they're going to do here at Mt.Edgecumbe High School. All right, we're going to do marine biology next. Nelson Jackson, Verla Weeder, and Catherine Senny. So while these guys are coming up, those of you who haven't had marine biology yet, you should take it. We have lots of fun in there, going out on lots of different field trips and lots of adventures. And these guys were all go for it, ready to jump in the water and have some fun and learn about the ocean. So this last group of students, I feel really need an award because they had me, most of them all year. I can't imagine. I feel like you need an award to hang out with me that long. And one student actually had me twice this semester. Holy cow. And we went on a lot of really fun adventures. I'll go ahead and call their names out, and then I'll talk a little bit about them. I'm going to try really hard to get this one right. Yi Chia, Daisy, come on up, yay. Angelina Kumwaktwak. One clap, you guys can do it. Harlan Standish, Cyprian Johnson Edwards, Austin Rice, and Savannah Lambert. So most of these guys not only took marine biology with me, but they also took field research. So that means that we went on a lot of crazy fun adventures. We worked on a lot of data and hung out with some really cool scientists. So I want to thank you guys for going on those adventures with me. And then I'd also like to say that Miss Savannah and Austin, who is apparently not here, were a part of my fisheries class through the university, so they actually got dual enrollment credit for their work in our fish biology and fisheries of Alaska class, so that was kind of an above and beyond situation in science that we're offering here at Mt.Edgecumbe. So way to go, you guys. So we have Mr. Goulet. Come on up.
Thank you. I have a special note to share with you right now. I know that some of you are aware and some of you may not be aware, but Miss Small has been selected for the BP Teacher of Teacher of Excellence Award, Ms. Tolamal. Good, cool. That announcement was a little quick, but this is the reasoning and logic behind it. We're on Wednesday, we're going to have the senior awards, and we're going to have some people from BP come here and make the actual presentation to Ms. Small. The reason I wanted to share that with you today is because on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, we're going to have an ice cream social. And we're going to get the ice cream social, and we're getting the ice cream social because she won the award. So that's our way of celebrating. And another thing that's really important to know is that when we talked about when we could do the celebration, and we thought about, well, you know, we could do it next week, we could do it in the fall, you know, whatever, and Ms. Small said, no, I want it when everybody is still here. And that includes the seniors. So that tells you what a great teacher she is and a great person. So that's Ms. Small. We have a principal honor roll recognition, and this is how it goes. Presented to, and I'll give the name, in recognition of outstanding achievement in academics during the 2017-18 school year. And that means that they had a grade point average of 3.5, between 3.50 and 3.74. So that's the principal's honor roll. One clap for Aliyah Schumann. And Miss Vanas, if you could come and help me pass these out, that would be outstanding. Tatiana Hillhouse. Maggie Lyon. Angelina Ong. Melanie Smith. Marita Tunut Moore. Elizabeth Ellen. Adam Bean, and Lacey Prince.
Where are you? You're not here yet.
Now, in addition to the certificate, they will also receive a gift certificate for Harry Race Pharmacy. Each of these people will get a gift card. $5,000. Thank you, freshmen. Thank you, freshmen. Principal's honor roll. Now we will go to sophomores. Principal's honor roll. Milana Damaski. Anna Ayagalara. Caleb Phillips. Chelsea Zakar. Casper Merkuliev. Jaylee Adams. Lucas Arnold. Laura Fields. And Danae Brower. And these fine people will get a gift certificate worth $10,000. Thank you, sophomores. And now we will have the juniors, principal's honor roll. Again, a reminder, it's 3.5, between 3.50 and 3.74. Sydney Garner. Autumn Austin. Gabriella Camoli. Catherine Sunny. Emma Lee. Brianna Clark. Allison Schaefer. Sierra Phelps. Lila Eta Thomas. Nelson Jackson. Taylor Kayayurek. Cody Gibbons. Cyprian Johnson Edwards. And Michaela Myers. And they get a gift card of $25,000. Okay, thank you very much, and that was the Principal's Honor Roll. Now we have the Superintendent's Honor Roll. Ms. Vanas.
All right. So I know we're all in a hurry, but I'm so thrilled to share with you that there are a lot of you that I have the pleasure to give this award to. And I just want to thank everyone, all of you as students. It's been a great year. We've had a lot of fun times. I love all the stuff you guys do up there in the residential and all of those activities. But the real core to why you're here is to work hard and to get smarter and stronger. It's a little swell. But really it's about that education and taking advantage. And when you work hard, it shows up in your grades. So I know that everyone that I'm going to call here has worked hard and has really taken advantage of this education opportunity, and I really appreciate that effort. It makes it really a pleasure to come every day when we have students who are so interested in really bettering themselves and taking advantage of this. So, I'm going to turn this down a little bit so I'm not on my tiptoes. So, I think I'm supposed to start with 9th grade. Delaney Steffies. Tia Pikotek. Aaliyah Nay. Kennedy Langley. Kesa Koch. Hayden Hunt. Joseph Horvaton. Reagan Hoblet. Dayton Hoblet. Marcus Hale. Caden Galilia. Raquel George. Ethan Cook. Chiara Chase. Esther Burdick. Dahlia Burns. Ronald Alstrom Beans. Jared Elakar. Big round of applause for your 9th grade superintendent crew. Okay, for 10th grade, we have Francesca Akpik, Lloydie Ayojek, Jolie Carlson, Adeline Diamond, Iris George, Mercedes Kashatuk, Jasper Cooney, Leisha Lozano, Robin Masterman, Haley Osborne, Latasha Filimonov, Vernay Ramoth, Linda Rexford, Aurora Standish, and Taya Warren. Okay, try and scooch in with that in your background, and then we've got, do you want them to go in a double row here, mister? Yeah. All right, some of you go in front. If you're short, come up front. Short, come up front. Collar in the back. Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up, you're short. Yep. All right. Thank you, sophomores. And now for your juniors, Adana Jo Adams, Ulrich Aloysius, Braden Benke, Sonora Bell, Tyra Brown, Johanna Galuska, Roderick Huntington, Anna Carmen, Angelina Kamaktuk, Jonah McClanahan, Kelby Popo, Alexis Rexford, Jenny Reynolds, Mackenzie Smith, Ashlyn Strum, Emily Tanuchik, Verla Wieters, Ashley Williamson, Daisy Z, and that's it. So this is our junior superintendent list. Woo. All right, so you guys too, let's get you in a double line so we can get a great picture.
Yeah, if you want a good picture, you gotta get some people down.
I'm the tallest. Yeah.
She's tallest. Okay, everybody. Squish it. A couple people are taking it easy. Some short people are taking it easy. Hey. There you go. Push. Get inside that frame right there. All right, come on. I don't want to have to keep on. I don't want to be like in the middle. Yeah, just move people. There we go. Oh, that's much better. We have some all the way in front. There's too many people. Just tell us when to smile. Too smart. Tell them to smile. Hey. All right. All right. Thank you to all of you for all of your hard work this year. Very, very excited about the growth that has happened and all of the learning and hard work.
In addition to those $5,000, $10,000, and $25,000 gift certificates, the superintendents, the sophomores and juniors and seniors, if you make the superintendent's honor roll, we have a special steak dinner for you on Monday. And you'll be getting an invitation. You have the sophomores and juniors, you've got your invitations now, and seniors, you'll be getting those very soon. That's going to happen Monday, a way to celebrate that. The freshmen got a gift certificate because they're not eligible yet for superintendent honor roll. You have to be at least a sophomore. So a little bit of detail there. We are we're about done here, but there's a couple of things that I want to mention to you. Especially on awards day like this, it's a good day to tell you how proud we are of you, and we congratulate you. And we have done that, and we will continue to do that, and we'll have the principal's honor roll and superintendent's honor roll for our seniors on Wednesday. We have all the awards for our seniors on Wednesday. But again, in congratulating you and being proud of you, I also have to tell you, it's important to me, and I hope it's important to you, but we need to remain strong as Mt.Edgecumbe students, and when you come to an assembly, it is a special occasion. It is a special time. And as an audience, I think you've been pretty good, but I've never seen more people come up on the stage chewing gum in the 14 years I've been here. Okay, let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. And when we have guests in here, I do not want people coming up on stage chewing gum, and I don't want you in the audience chewing gum either. Our rules do not change. They are the same. I'll tell you when I'm proud of you, and I'll tell you when you have to straighten you out, and I'm straightening you out right now. No more gum in here when we have activities, okay? Thank you. Now, when we release you today, you are released for lunch, and then we start our activities at 1 o'clock. And these are the things, I'm going to read them off to you, and then we're also going to post them at the gym by the concession stand, okay? And then they're also going to be posted here in this little foyer. So I'm going to read to you just what the activities are so you'll know what they are. We're going to go from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and then at 3 o'clock you are dismissed. So we're done at 3 o'clock today. In Miss Anderson's room, nitro competition and a movie and work time. Mr. Arnold will be doing the fire pit right over here, the bonfire, if you want to enjoy a nice fire out there. Mr. Buck in his classroom will be sporkle and chess. Miss Clark and Miss Twidell will be doing rock